Hey guys, Gonzo here. I'm gonna do a leech tutorial video showing you how to make leech traps, two different types of traps. And then this is gonna be part one. I'm gonna make part two on my half days, either Monday or Tuesday, and go catch some leeches. And I'm gonna show you the difference between a leech and a bloodsucker, because there's a big difference. Leeches catch fish. Bloodsuckers just like to sit on the bottom and they don't. So what you're gonna need is a pie plate. You can get them, I got these at Kmart or Walmart, wherever your local dollar store. And then you're gonna want yourself a coffee can with a lid, nothing inside of it. This trap I'll show you how to make. Well, you're gonna want yourself some twist ties. 2 twist ties to tie the edges of the coffee or the pie fillet plate together. I'll show you. You're gonna want yourself a knife or a Leatherman, something to punch holes. You're gonna want yourself a roll of ice fishing string. I use 30-pound braided line, black. You're gonna want yourself a couple name tags to put on your traps. And that's about it. And then to set the traps, I'll show you more about that, what we're gonna use for bait and stuff. But the first trap, you're gonna wanna take this can opener and just go around the bottom of the trap, the container, and punch holes in here, like this. This is going to help your can sink, and this is where your leeches are going to go into. They're going to find these holes, and when they smell the food, the blood, they're going to come work their way here. And you also got to make another hole on this side. Anyways, I'll put that hole there. This is where we're going to tie our string onto in our name tag. Come across the top here, put yourself a couple small holes in the top. Make sure that your lid is sealed tight, because you don't want to throw it in there and when you're pulling it up, the water pop your lid off and you lose all your bait. The second trap that we're going to do is a pie filling container. That's what it's stuck in. First of all, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fold it in half. After you get it folded in half, it's perfect. You're going to want to smooth it down just a little bit so your bait doesn't get out of there. If you look, it's really thin. The leeches are going to go right inside there. I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to put 2 bigger holes on the side of each one. This is what I'm going to tie my string onto. It's going to come around this way, and then I'm going to have a piece of string going out. And you're going to just want to put some small holes in here to help it sink. It'll flutter down real slow onto the bottom. And your leeches can get in this way too. Now that I got that, I'm going to tie my twist ties in the front here so it doesn't open all the way up. You know, put your twist tie right through the holes. Tie it tight. Twist it 3-4 times. That's about all you need. I want to give a shout out to Backyard Meat. Check his channel out. He's got a great channel. He just did a 3-part series on butchering chickens. It was freaking phenomenal. It was an awesome video. Alright, now that we got this ready to rock and roll, this ready to rock and roll, I'm going to fix them up the rest of the way and I'll get right back to you. Peace. Alright guys, here's the finished product. I got about, I don't know, 7 feet of string. You don't need a lot. You know, just go right by shore, throw it out a couple feet. If you can find some weeds and stuff, that's where your leeches are going to be. The blood will attract them. They'll come out of the mud, the sand, the banks, wherever you're trapping at. If there's water, there's leeches. You know, you might have different kind of leeches and stuff, but the place I'm going to bring you to Monday, I used to trap back when I was a kid and just out of high school and stuff, and you'll be amazed how many leeches are in a place that you don't see. I can set a trap and normally come back a couple hours later and I've got plenty of them for the day, for the week sometimes. So that's this one with all the small holes. I got real small holes back there, so when I'm pulling the trap in like this is where the leeches are going to go through. I shouldn't be losing many. A few might pop out. And then with my coffee can, I've got my 30-pound nylon tip-up string. I got about 9 feet on this one. I got holes in the back here all around the lid, so when I'm pulling it in like this, the water will go out the back. This is where the leeches are going to go in. The holes are plenty small enough, if you can see them, that nothing's going to come out the back. I'll put my bait inside of here, you know, open it up, dump my leeches in my bucket. I got my bucket here. All I got to do is put about 2-3 inches of water in there with all my leeches. That's plenty of water. And again, all you need is just a pie filling plate. They're small aluminum. You can get them for like $2 for 2 of them at Walmart or Kmart. An empty coffee can. A lot of you guys drink coffee, or if you guys are kids, your parents drink coffee. Get a can. Make sure the lid is secure though. You don't want a loose lid on there. Some twist ties for that. Some string. Name tags I've got to put on yet. Have yourself a knife or some kind of tool to put holes in. String. And that's about it. This is part 1. We're going to get out Monday, maybe Monday and Tuesday. We're going to do some leech trapping. Like I said, I'm going to show you guys the difference between leeches and bloodsuckers and help you guys save some money, catch some bait. All right? Peace, Chucky.